Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Happy Wednesday. It is the End of the Bench on 100.7 The Score. Thank you for joining us live from the First United Bank studio. I'm Clint Scott in for Rob Bro this morning. David Collier to my right. Lucas White behind the glass taking care of us. Hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Thoughts, comments, questions, all of that welcome there. You can also call us on the Visual Edge IT hotline. That number is 806-771-0973. We are live for 3 hours from the First United Bank studio. You can also watch us on youtube.com/Double T Sports Network. We'd love it if you subscribed. And if you would like to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, look up Double T Sports Network. Collier, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm just seeing how many people I can co-host with this week.
Are you on a different one every day so far? Or you've been?
Well, I only worked. I'm only allowed to work 3 days a week. That's what I've been told by the audience.
Oh, really? The audience rules?
Yes, audience rules. Only 3 days of Collier a week. That's all we can handle.
I don't think that actually holds much power because I would not be on 5 days a week. So, 2 shifts. Hey,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Sorry.
I just shared a story.
I was trying. I couldn't do it.
I heard the loudest clap I've ever heard on Sunday night at a restaurant. And it was a guy at a register, like laughing at probably a moderately funny joke from the guy that was working the register, and I know it was like an awkward conversation because when I looked from him clapping, that sounded like a gunshot behind me and had the whole place like jumped, like just echoed in there. The guy working the register was not as invested in laughing as that guy was, and kind of like leaning away, just like, all right, pay and get out of here.
Get out of here.
But it was incredible. I think I'm a fairly loud clap. I'm not going to do it in the mic.
Yeah, I try to get it up here. I don't know. Yeah,
but I'm not like the loudest. I've got a ways to go to catch that guy. Random Fuddruckers clapper.
Yeah. Did he have big mitts? I mean, were they really?
I didn't really scan the hand size. I didn't walk up like, hey man, how big are your hands?
That's an impressive clap. How big are your hands?
What's the diameter on those palms, pal? Oh man, Lucas, how are you?
I'm here with you guys. So I just
Lucas.
Oh, come on.
Lucas's worst nightmare is me and you doing a show together.
What's wrong? We always have so
no,
much
I love
fun
you guys.
together.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we really had to coax that out of him. I don't believe.
Yeah.
I do want to start off today's program with a question for us and the audience, if that is allowed. I simply want to know what game on the Red Raider football schedule means the most to you as a fan. So that could be whatever. You could go rivalry. You could go, boy, that Colorado game. Pick it.
I just love when Texas Tech and Colorado play football against one another.
I didn't the last time. I did not the last time. So, yeah, whatever your answer is, hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line, and we'll get to those throughout the show. And, yeah, if you want to give a little explanation, you can. Or if not, you don't have to. You can just say the name. What game means the most to you?
To me?
To you, David Collier.
Well, to clarify, I don't know that anybody would call me a fan, but
No, I know.
I think the most intriguing and interesting, at least before kickoff, is probably October 24th against Cincinnati. But for me, it will be November 14th at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I think the Eric Morris factor of that, albeit for everybody else listening, it isn't a win-win unless his brother and dad and or parents are listening right now. But I win either way with that one because I like Eric. I've always liked Eric. So I'm excited for November 14th. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most because and of course I'm a big Willie Fritz guy. So yeah. I'm the Willie Fritz fan here here in the compound.
Oh, I like Willie Fritz.
Not as much as me.
Probably not.
No.
If you love Willie Fritz, I really respect Willie Fritz. I have a lot of respect for what he's done as a coach. No, he hasn't done anything that I can think of that's like should have rubbed anybody the wrong way. I don't know. Maybe he's had some quote out there about Texas Tech or whatever that I'm not aware of. But one, I feel like despite being a very, very good coach and just always having sound teams, he's done it a lot. I like that he said, because he's had other opportunities. I couldn't run through the list of like what the Power 4 jump could have looked like, but Houston was not the first time somebody looked at Willie Fritz and said, let's give him a chance. And for whatever reason, he stuck around where he was at, and then stuck around at Tulane there for a little bit, and then finally makes the jump with Houston, and that's a big challenge. And he's jumped in and done already a lot of really nice things. And I think whenever he's done, this is my question for Houston, because as long as he is there, and I'm not saying, hey, he's so old he's going to retire at the end of the year, but whenever...
He is old, though.
Well, yeah. It also could happen. Who knows? Whenever he's done, will he have laid enough groundwork for them to be able to... kind of show off to new candidates that would be more interested in Houston than what they would have been pre-Willie Fritz? And I don't know what the answer to that is. Is it just going to be a nice stint and then they'll spiral or be below average or whatever? Time will tell. But I like Willie Fritz. And as far as like my game, I think it's TCU, man.
Yeah, that's the Jamie Lent answer in you.
Yeah. Well,
but yes,
timing plays a factor of this too, because I really think that the Big 12, now hopefully you have taken care of business where you don't need the win to get in, but I think it's going to be a lot tighter of a race this year. And so, I mean, even if you're 11-0, I think that game will probably carry some sort of weight. And then also it's TCU and also Thanksgiving. I know it's not everyone's like cup of tea. I'm really excited to see what a Thanksgiving football game looks like in Lubbock. And I have been on air, I've said on air multiple times, and I'll say it again. I am expecting the most incredible Thanksgiving tailgating you've ever seen. I'm going to see some culinary ingenuity with that parking lot turkey.
And that's exactly why I don't. Well, that's not on my list of.
Oh, man.
Thanksgiving, I work every single Thanksgiving, but
yeah.
So one, whoever the weekend person is, doesn't get their Thanksgiving off. Two, Thanksgiving's one of the easier days to work unless you have a football game to cover that day, because you have the Cowboys and now this year you'd have Skylar Gill Howard that you could not necessarily run highlights of, but you could mention with Detroit,
Kansas City Chiefs. Also.
And yes. Sorry, I forgot. It's a.
Just making sure.
Yes,
but the Bills are going to win that game because it's a regular season.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
No,
you have plenty of things to cover, and you can get it. It's an easy day of work. Or let me rephrase that. Except for 2026, it's an easy day of work. So I'm not looking forward to that one.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is the End of the Bench on 100.7 The Score. Thank you for joining us. Clint, Collier, and Lucas behind the glass taking care of us. Astros, Marlins, 6:40 tonight. The Astros going for the sweep here on 100.7 The Score. You can hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Thoughts, comments, questions. We opened it up with the game on the Red Raider football schedule that means the most to you as a fan. Lucas, we haven't gotten yours just yet. What's your pick there?
Well, I have two, but it's fine. The one that I always enjoy going to is when West Virginia comes to town.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my wife gets me tickets to the West Virginia Tech game, and we go and just have a good time together. Usually, she leaves happy, and I leave just enjoying the game. And the weather, and yeah. So, no, but seriously, it's always fun to go to the West Virginia game. But the game this season, it's always in my mind, whatever, like the Halloween game. So in this instance, it would be the Arizona game.
And a true Halloween game, not
True
around
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah.
So I'll enjoy.
What are you dressing up as?
I don't know yet. I think we all gotta coordinate
Yeah.
as a group and figure something out.
We should, as a group, be like the out of shape Power Rangers or something.
I was gonna say the Toy Story gang.
Who would be who?
Yeah, who would be who?
In Toy Story. And if I get the pig, I'm gonna be so mad. I guess he's a piggy bank.
I'd be the T-Rex because I have little arms.
Little arms. I would probably. Isn't there one that's just like? Isn't like that's very like monotone?
Does he say words or does he grumble like? What
yeah,
just
he
did?
says words. I'm not good at cartoon impressions.
I'm gonna be honest. That didn't spark anything in my brain.
Yeah, that's
Toy Story.
probably the one I am then.
And to be fair, because now the fifth one just came out.
Yeah,
right. I didn't watch the. I'm not anti. I didn't watch the fourth one.
I don't think I even watched the third one. I don't remember.
I thought the third one was the 1, 2, and 3 were good. Have you ever heard Quentin Tarantino, who's obviously just like a freak of a mind, but also very good with movies, and just think all the Tarantino movies. What do you think of like blood, gore, just craziness off the walls? Have you ever heard him break down the Toy Story series?
No.
He's like, the trilogy was perfect. Why'd they ruin it? Perfect movies. They blanked it up. That's a great Tarantino.
That's a lot better than.
Yeah, is there a foghorn toy out there? Toy Story. I do think for the Red Raider football schedule, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, dude, everybody that's saying that you have like a low strength of schedule, they're all wrong. Like you have a schedule, especially when you compare with the talent that you have, that you should be able to do a ton of damage. And I don't think anybody is fighting back on that, nor should they. But I do think you have a lot of interesting storylines in your season. One, now I think this would have ramped up even more had Will Hammond's first game been against Houston.
Yeah.
It doesn't lessen it that you're seeing them early and that you're seeing them week 3, and that Houston, who I think could be the best team, I mean, they're certainly in the running for it, could end up being the most talented or the best total team that you see all season long. And seeing them early and being your Big 12 kickoff and being your second home game, your first FBS Division I home game team of the year. Like I think that still applies. It's going to be on Friday night. It's going to be on Fox. You know, if you're a college football fan and you're watching a game on Friday, it's probably going to be that one, right? So I think that you also look at Houston being in-state and being competitive now. Clearly, you can pull a bunch of stories from that. A.J. Holmes playing his old team, and even though you got to rip that Band-Aid off last year in a successful outing in Houston, what was A.J. Holmes' answer this year at Big 12 Media Days when Choice asked him, hey, do you have a game that's circled? Hey, you already know. It's week 3.
Yeah.
And then you look at Arizona State. You got to lose that game if you want to be in the Big 12 championship. That's the way it's gone the last 2 games. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Break that trend this year. Beat them. But still, and I think Arizona State is going a little bit under the radar. And I get it. You lose a bunch of star power. But I think Kenny Dillingham teams are well coached. And even when you lost some of that star power towards the end of the season, they didn't just unravel. So I think just you are starting to, I don't know, maybe budding rivalry is a little too strong, but those games have been really fun the last 2 years. And then you have Arizona, Noah Fafita, maybe the best quarterback. Oklahoma State, Mestamaker, maybe the best quarterback in the Big 12. You'll get to see both of them this year. Obviously, with Oklahoma State, you have Eric Morris, and just Oklahoma State of what they are as a story in the Big 12. And what will they be? Because, like I said yesterday on Tech Talk, I feel like they have the widest gap of anybody of the Big 12 of what they could be from ceiling to floor.
Yeah.
And then obviously you get to see Baylor. I don't think they're going to be very good, but you get to see them. I would love to play Baylor every year. And then same thing with TCU. So those are already baked in. You don't have to go by like a year-by-year basis, like, hey, you're playing Baylor and TCU. So I do think that you have interest there. And, oh, by the way, in the middle of that, there's no love lost between the Red Raider fan base and Cincinnati, who I also don't think is going to be very good. But I think like there's storylines sometimes you could probably force it, but I do think that there's a lot of them that have easy storylines that you could pull from an interest factor.
Yeah, there's we kind of discussed this the other day, but as a whole, I think a lot of people would not argue that this is not the toughest schedule in the world, right? Mm-hmm. It's missing the, I know Arizona State's on there, but it's missing the BYUs and the Utahs, and certainly Houston is top 3-4 team in the conference. But other than that, you're just like, you can understand and I'm not getting into the strength of schedule argument, but you can understand why, if you look at the schedule, it's not the toughest. But if you break it down into segments, there are good games. I mean, that have intrigue and have meaning. Albeit the Cincinnati game, you're just going to absolutely mop the floor with them.
You better,
yes. But you would imagine that's going to be the case. But going into it, it's going to be built up as this big, the
big Brendan Sorsby saga.
Yeah, exactly. But that one
comes to a head.
You go to the Houston game is going to be a huge game. Colorado, and we mentioned this before, not necessarily a big game, but more than likely the last time you played Dion, at least in my mind, I just don't see it going any further with him.
Yeah.
And if you look at the history of Texas Tech football in Boulder, it has not been good. And I get it. We're in a different history. We're in year 2 of the new history of Texas Tech football. But nobody's won there. Tommy Tuberville, in my time being here, was the only one that won there. Mike could never win there. Mm-hmm. He couldn't even win there when he was at the other school where he was the offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. It was just absolutely atrocious. For whatever reason, Boulder is just difficult to play in for some football programs and some styles of offense. You mentioned the Arizona part of it, the Oklahoma State, and then Thanksgiving. There's something there along the way. West Virginia is not one of those games. That's okay.
That's why the question is fun, because it's open to interpretation, what it means to you as a fan.
Oh, yeah, it's completely different for you. And I'm not, I'm knocking on West Virginia. I'm not knocking on you, just for the
Although
record.
I am looking forward to the week of and post-game remarks from Rich Rodriguez. I love listening to Rich Rod. I'm not saying he's my favorite coach, but I certainly love Rich Rod interviews.
He doesn't care, yes.
No, he does not.
He does not care what he says, or if it offends you, or if he probably shouldn't have said it. He doesn't care.
There might not have been anybody that loved the Joey McGuire spot the ball remarks in whatever the spring meetings more than Rich Rod beside him, like openly laughing.
Yeah. Well, I ran up to him after he did his podium thing. Just no camera or anything. I was like, hey, just wondering what was going through your head during that. He was like, oh, I loved it. Yeah. I was like, you didn't want to get out of there? You look like you were like, He's like, oh, no. I was there for it. I was like, just keep going. This is why we're here. It's just to hear stuff like this. Now he loved it.
Yeah. Rich Rod feels like chaos in a person.
Yes. A different version of Dana Holgerson, but both similar in a lot of ways.
I don't know if I'd love to be called that.
You're
not wrong.
They're very similar.
Yeah. More. Well, one wears a visor. One into the bench. More. What's happening? More into the bench. Coming up next.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
What's the last concert you went to?
Probably, was it Garth Brooks? It's probably the last one I went to. Maybe there was one after that, but yeah, it's been a while.
What year?
Whenever he was at the USA.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, when was he here? Probably like 7 years ago at this point, maybe even more.
Yeah.
Did I go to a concert since then? I don't think so.
You don't have to. I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't do anything, Clint.
He is the Collier that doesn't do anything. It is the End of the Bench. Clint, Collier, and Lucas. Let's take a look at the calendar. We're going to do that.
I'm not doing it.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
Just a banner day for holidays today. Happy Beta Glucan Day. Did I say that right? Some sort of health thing.
I don't know if you did.
Shout out to our Beta Glucans. What kind of sounds like a bad fraternity.
That was 9 years ago? My goodness, sorry.
Wow, 9 years ago. It's almost a decade. It's almost 10 years ago. Casual Pie Day. Pie the math. Not pie the food. You know, it makes it casual if it's pie, like in shorts and a hat. Mango Day. I'm in on the mango. You like mangoes?
Yeah.
I really like mango flavored things.
Mango smoothies.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of smoothies, but when I do, I like mango there. That was like a bad version of the most interesting man.
I was like, I want to see where he was going with that.
I don't just drink smoothies, but when I do, there's mango involved. National Hammock Day. I think hammocks are the most overrated version of comfort that there is in the universe. I think people do it because it looks relaxing, but the hammocks that you actually get for like camping and stuff, it's just a mess to get into, and you don't actually get comfy. Like, it curves your back.
Yeah.
When I was at LCU, and I can't remember, it might have been at the tail end with Rob too, there was just this massive wave of everyone's like, oh, we're going to hammock on campus, everybody. And it just always looked so dumb. Sheep. National Panouche Fudge Day. I'm just assuming I said that right.
I have no idea what that is.
It is a distinct brown sugar confection, a lighter, creamier cousin to traditional chocolate fudge. Panouche offers a delightful caramel-like flavor. I'd try it.
Let me go get some real quick. I'll be back at 11:45.
Go to the Panouche store. Just a fun word to say. And Happy Spoonerism Day. I actually know what this one is. You know what a spoonerism is?
I can't say that I do.
It's like where you flip a letter in a word or like names and you're not thinking about it when you're like talking about your friends and you're like, yeah, we went and saw Nim and Tansy the other day. Like, Tim and Nancy, dang it. Like supposed to be celebrating your slip-ups.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. This is not a gotcha moment. I'm not trying to trick you into wishing someone happy spoonerism day.
This is the problem with you. Whenever you bring up stuff like this, not on air, it's usually involves a joke, so I don't believe half of the stuff that you say.
Wow.
Right?
No, that's so rude.
So that's spoonerism.
Yeah, if I had a spoonerism here, I'd be saying you'd be letting spries instead of spreading lies. What was your holiday?
Lucas?
Okay, so Ezekiel Elliott is celebrating a birthday. He is turning 31 years old. Garrett Wilson, 26. Sean Lee, 40.
Lon Shi.
Taylor Lewan, 35.
Layler Tawan.
Keyshawn Johnson, 54. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, 61.
Who's your favorite wrestler of that era?
That was my era. I didn't watch them.
Who's your favorite member of D-Generation X?
Again, that wasn't my. Sorry.
Heartbreak Kid was the right answer. Although the start of his walkout song always bothered me when you had the like like the little screams and then him doing his own song. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
We'll play it for you later.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe turning 71. Selena Gomez, 34.
Wow, she's 34.
David Spade, 62.
By the way, I was listening to the morning drive when they were doing this at whatever time they do, 6:45. And Choice Woodman was like, whenever they did David Spade, Choice Woodman goes 50. And I'm like, what? Partially because I might be close to that age, and I remember watching David Spade and Tommy Boy whenever I was a kid.
You know, I'm not saying I would have nailed 62. If anything, I would have been in danger going the other way. I think I might have been sniffing 70.
Yeah. 50.
You like David Spade?
Yeah, he's okay.
I really like him in like support roles.
Yeah, he's not a lead.
Yeah. I mean, Joe
I know
Dirt,
that. I know all about
Joe
that.
Dirt was good. Joe Dirt was good. Emperor's New Groove was good. Past that, I don't typically like him as a...
I think the only thing
guy.
I really do remember him in is Rules of Engagement.
Yeah.
But
Well, like, he was perfect in Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
In his
Yeah.
role. Like, that's the David Spade that I love.
Yeah, he was the straight, smart butt of the thing.
Straight, smart butt horse name.
And last but not
Afraid
least,
for some
Danny,
spoonerisms there, I'm going to say later today.
Danny Glover turning 80 years old.
Man, this is a great birthday list.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Are you too old for this stuff?
On this day in
Uh-oh.
Sorry. 1997. Were you around in 1997?
I was 5 years old.
Yeah, Greg Maddux threw a complete game in just blank pitches and a 4-1 win over the Chicago Cubs. How many pitches did it take for him to throw a complete game?
Did it start with an 8?
It does not start with an 8.
Boy, my math is really struggling right now.
Yeah, 78.
78. Okay.
78.
I was going to guess 81, so that would have been actually a pretty good guess. I should have just guessed it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And on this day in, there's 2001, British Open was won by David Duval, his one and only major title win. That happened 25 years ago. The only reason I know that is because it happened on the same weekend as my wedding.
Oh, nice. Also, you said it wrong. It's David Duval.
Duval.
I specifically like how their head coach says it.
It's not great.
And
But,
that's why I love it.
yeah. But he wins.
Yeah, I think
At
he's
least
a
for 1
really
year.
good coach.
I did too whenever he was the offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers. And on this day in 2017, A.J. Ramos gets save number 18 of the year for the Miami Marlins in a 3-1 win over Cincinnati. Movies on this day: 1993, Jaws 3D. That's where you start.
Didn't see it.
You didn't?
Wait, is Jaws 3D just Jaws in 3D?
I have
or
no,
is it a different movie?
No clue. No
Okay.
clue.
Well, I've seen Jaws not 3D.
The Island, 2005. You remember that? It looks like maybe Ewan McGregor and Charlize Theron, however you say it. Friends with Benefits, 2011.
It was like when they had, that's on every list I see, and I don't know why this comes across my timeline, but it's like these movies ripped each other off in the same year. It was like No Strings Attached. Was that the other one?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
It's like the same storyline. It's funny.
2016, Ice Age Collision Course.
I actually watched that one. It was fine.
Hustle and Flow, 2005.
Never watched Hustle and Flow.
No. Let's see. Star Trek Beyond, 2016.
Watched that one. It's good. Entertained.
North. I remember this cover, but I don't remember the movie. 1994.
North to South.
My Old School. Don't know what that is. 2022, but I know the actor. Let's see. I'm trying to fill time until I get to the last one here. Man.
Why are you waiting on the last one?
Because we're running out of time here. The Hills Have Eyes, 1977. That's probably a good one to throw out
Creepy.
there.
Yeah.
And Sharknado 3. Oh, heck no. Was released on this day in 2015.
Great film franchise.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, heck no. More Into the Bench next.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Wednesday to you. It's the End of the Bench. Appreciate you joining us. Clint, Collier, Lucas, and Logan hanging out with you until noon. Here in 15 minutes, we'll give you some highs and lows. You can play along there if you want to. We started off the show with asking what game on the Red Raider football schedule means the most to you. You can answer that on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Still some to catch up on over there as well. And plenty of other things left in the tank. We're going to get into some hot seats for coaches. That's always fun if you're not one of those coaches. NFL Red Raider rookies. How about some spoilers in the Big 12? All of that still to come here on the End of the Bench. Now it is time for some burning questions.
2 minutes of non-stop in-your-face inquiries with no end in sight. It's time for Burning Questions.
Plain and simple to start off with the burning questions. Which TV show reality would you like to live in?
So I'm assuming not like a real one. Like you couldn't say like
It could be a real one, but kind of on the animated was what I was thinking, but the floor is open for your interpretation.
The floor
So
is
not
the
like
ceiling.
Fallout. You don't want to be on Fallout
Oh man.
or Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but most of the shows that I enjoy, I don't want to be in their universe.
Yeah, I don't
want
wanna-
to
yeah.
die.
Yeah, I don't want like Tuco or anybody to show up and
You know, can I this is such a lame answer. As someone who is a part of high school football media, having the over drama of Friday Night Lights, the TV show, would be amazing. Assuming that I can just keep it the same role and I just get moved into fake Permian, the Blue and Yellow Panthers. Would be so much fun. I'd probably be the only one that was enjoying the drama.
Mork and Mindy.
You know, I've never actually seen an episode
Yeah.
of Mork and Mindy.
I just
What was his catchphrase? Nanu
Nanu
Nanu?
Nanu?
Yeah, that's about all that I know. And
Yeah. Well, there really wasn't much to it.
it was just a sitcom.
I just wanted to throw something out there that I know Lucas didn't know what it was.
Yeah, like, because you wouldn't want to be on Gilligan's Island, right?
No,
'Cause then you're
no.
trapped on an island if you're going old school.
I guess it just depends on which person you were.
Yeah. Like, you don't want to be in...
Lost.
you don't want to be in Lost. Yeah, any of the island-based ones, just keep me away from them. You don't want to be on the island or a part of the family that was like, when's Jack coming home? I'll remember little Jack. Well, you're still stuck on an island, we think.
I'm trying to think of it.
With polar bears and weird black smoke. I never finished Lost. I don't know how it ended.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I stopped after the guy from Lord of the Rings wrote the name on the palm and then the boat sunk and he died. I died with that too.
Yeah, I stopped way before that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something funny. Like Friends, I don't think so. No, I don't think
I don't want to live in
be.
New York. Yeah, what if you're in that universe? Like it doesn't change anything for you. Like you still live in Lubbock, but you're in the Friends universe, so nothing affects you. It's my goal to give Lucas the worst answers that we
Yeah,
can
I think
today.
we did. Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah, Modern Family. But I live in Lubbock.
Okay. Next question. You can add any character you want into the Mortal Kombat, and you can use them as a fighter. What character would you bring into the Mortal Kombat game? What would their finishing move be?
Okay, here's my question. Can you pick a non-traditional fighter and just make them good in the game? Or if you put them in that game, does what their presumed skill level be stay the same?
Dude, I just want a character, my man.
Because I want to put Alf in that game so bad.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
good.
that'd be a good one.
His finisher would...
What would his finisher move be?
Didn't he eat cats?
He did eat
He
cat.
just eats the other person like a cat.
cat. And he goes, "Here, kitty, kitty."
Wow.
Well, that was what I envisioned Choice used to do when he was a small child.
That got so dark at the end.
Well, but I mean, oh, come here, kitty. I mean,
That's
what?
true. Well, yeah, there's not a great...
You know, it's Mortal Kombat, right?
There's not a great way to eat a cat.
No.
Oh, so you were doing the
Yeah, the
you weren't
finish him.
saying Alf was
No, I was saying
that.
finish
You were
him.
saying that.
Like the
yeah,
finish
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. It was the finish him guy.
That was really good.
My
I'm
goodness.
sorry. I was like, that was a terrible Alf.
Yeah, no.
No, that was a great whatever that the voiceover guy is of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's all that was. My goodness. Now I gotta not go as dark.
Can we put Choice in Mortal Kombat?
Sure. Why not? What would
finisher
Choice's
would be
finishing
just
move?
Throwing money at them
Yeah.
until they went away. Having them slip on Vienna sausages that he spilled. I don't know.
Show up for the fight on Friday and you win automatically because he's not there. One of those. Is that how it goes?
Choice uses vacation time.
Right in the middle of the fight. Oh, he's not here. Where's he at? Vacation.
Can't hit what you can't see, pal.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There you go.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I don't know. It
yeah.
was some s'mores related
Yeah,
finisher.
The Jolly Green, any cereal mascot. I've always wanted to do a cereal.
The Jolly
battle
Green
royale.
Giant actually would
yeah,
be.
Jolly Green. Just unopened cans of green beans would hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It knocked me out. Oh. Great pick. We got there together.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Count
This is the
Chocula
only
coming
one I
in
can
just
Can we
with
do this?
actual,
No,
with
we
actual
cannot continue this.
Count Chocula with actual like vampire moves.
I think you know what? We're on to something here. All the cereal characters. Frankenberry, Booberry, all of those.
All the Halloween ones.
Yeah, well, they're all part of the Count Chocula.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten the Booberry before?
I haven't.
Yeah, you should get that and eat that.
I don't think I've actually ever eaten Count Chocula. For someone that loves chocolatey cereals.
I don't like chocolatey cereals. Captain Crunch? Mortal Kombat with all cereal characters.
Yeah, he just comes in with a ship.
Toucan Sam.
He's pecking people with his nose.
Yeah.
I don't know. Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
Cuckoo for Cocoa is obviously just on drugs and whacked out. So, good luck dealing with a bird on bath salts or whatever he's on.
Next question.
Predict the next social media craze.
Mortal Kombat with
Obviously,
serial
it's
character.
Jimothy right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to predict, right?
What would you
gotta go
want it
off
to be?
the
How
wall.
about that? What do you want the next blow up on social media to be?
Have you seen Jimothy? The short back raccoon?
Yes, I have.
Pretty phenomenal story.
What was the question again? Sorry.
What would you want?
What would you want the next social media craze to be?
Not the Netflix thing that's currently going on. Have you done that yet? You guys, how come you guys haven't?
What's the Netflix craze? I don't
It's
know
like
what this is.
my point of view for as I'm getting ready for my Netflix documentary about blank or whatever. You and Rob, I figured you would have already done that for.
I haven't seen these.
Get on the social media.
Go to social media and go find one.
Go find one.
Oh, man. You know what I hope it is? I hope it's for rosters that I love, rosters that I hate. I hope it's like just videos of them acting. This makes me feel so old. I hope it's videos of them just like acting normal in the locker room instead of doing like what I would label as sassy dances. I don't get this trend.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You're referring to Texas?
Yeah, it starts with Texas, and it's really funny when it's them. But I'm just always afraid if you see like one popular roster doing it, and then a second, or then a third, then I'm just kind of like closing my eyes, like when's it going to be you? Because it's fun to make fun of.
Yeah, I was about to say you're going to make fun
you.
of them, and then the next morning you're going to get up and you're going to be like, oh no.
Yeah. I want something lame. If I went real crazy, I hope it's like a brand new version of a Nerf gun for adults.
Rob Bro says the Netflix meme videos haven't made it to Clint's Facebook Reels yet. I don't know if that's a knock at you or...
Probably true.
Yeah. There we go. We found something that people want to talk about. Mortal Kombat characters.
There we go. More into the bench coming up next.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
30 more minutes with us here on the End of the Bench. Ask the Benchwarmers will be in 15 minutes. Give us your questions for that. I'm Clint. He's Collier. Lucas and Logan behind the glass taking care of us. So we just did a list about coaching hot seats. I'm going to give you another list. Now, this is just from a random account, but I enjoyed the idea of it. I'm stealing it and using it for the Big 12. It was the top 10 most dangerous spoilers in 2026. Their list included USC at the very top, Tennessee at 2, Kansas State at 3, Houston at 4, Virginia at 5, Iowa at 6, Illinois at 7, TCU at 8, East Carolina at 9, Fresno State at 10. Now, you have to define what a spoiler is. Mm-hmm. To me, you cannot be a favorite of any kind to be a spoiler. Maybe if you're in that dark horse territory, because then you would be a spoiler to make a conference championship or whatever. I have a hard time with USC because USC always comes in with at least good expectations. And so it's like, on one hand, Lincoln Riley's on a hot list. On the other hand, you have a list here that thinks USC could be the biggest spoiler, and yet you have numerous lists saying, hey, they have maybe a top 5 quarterback in college football and still have a bunch of talent. So if you're shifting this just to the Big 12, who do you think are the biggest spoilers could be in the conference? I wrote down 3, so you don't have to just pick one. Or you can just pick one. But who would be your Big 12 spoilers?
Well, one of the easy ones would be, and I guess they could spoil in multiple ways, would be Oklahoma State, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could spoil Texas Tech season. Not really spoil, well, I guess if Texas Tech were to lose to Houston and then Oklahoma State somehow beat them and handed them 2 losses with the other teams not playing anybody, that could certainly spoil a run to another Big 12 title. That would be an easy one for me. Also, Oklahoma State could potentially spoil Oregon's non-conference, right?
I hope they do.
Yeah, they might be able to do that. So I would go Oklahoma State 1 for me. Somebody else in the Big 12 that I don't consider Houston and up. So Houston, Houston, BYU, Texas Tech. Who would you have 4th?
Like, if I went, like, favorites in the conference, it would be Tech, BYU, Utah, Houston. Arizona. That would be my group of 5.
Yeah, okay. Good. That's exactly what I would have gone with. So those guys can't spoil anything. I guess Kansas State could potentially be a spoiler, right? New head coach with his... I mean,
it could.
Well, I know. I know they did not make Clint's list of 3 teams that could spoil things for people, but they could certainly.
No, I think, and part of this you have to, like, to me, look at who they play if you're looking at those favorites, and so they're going to miss you.
Yeah.
Lucky. Scared. They're going to see Houston, so there's one of the favorites in that group, and then they're going to see Arizona, one of the favorites in that group, if you share the same 5. And on top of it, both of them are in Manhattan. Little extra juice there, little extra help with maybe a home crowd. So I don't necessarily disagree with Kansas State.
You do disagree with Oklahoma State, though?
No, Oklahoma State, I think, is an easy one to pick.
Yeah, that's the easiest one of the bunch. Let's see.
I'm hoping West Virginia.
Yeah, and I was going to potentially throw that out there. It's just there's so much turnover. It's like 2 straight years of completely new rosters.
Yeah.
But if Michael Hawkins learns how to throw a football, or if he even doesn't, I mean...
Does he need to in that offense?
No, he doesn't necessarily need to in that offense. They could run... I mean, we've seen Rich Rod, what he can do with offenses, and that would be scary. Mm-hmm. But how good is the defense? And I'll say this, the defense certainly has the potential. It's another person I hold a grudge against is their defensive coordinator who left OU. Yeah, I know. Well, it's okay. The defense was pretty good last year, Lucas, without him. So they could potentially be good, but West Virginia not on your list?
No, the next name out of my mouth after Oklahoma State.
Kansas.
No, they're gonna be awful. They're going to finish anywhere between 12th and dead last in the league this year. I think they're going to be very bad. I like that Ketelnicki's back, but I don't know how much it's going to do for that offense. No, the next name is Arizona State, and here's why.
Yeah, and I agree with that. It's hard to call them a spoiler just because they won the Big 12 title 2 years ago.
And they were in the playoff.
Yeah.
And it took them a little bit to get knocked out of the hunt last year, but no one's giving them a chance to do much at all. And a big part of this, yes, the quarterback is a big piece of the conversation for everybody, right? Everybody in college football. There's a lot for Cutter Boley to handle, and he was not just awesome last year, and I don't even know how high the ceiling is for him, but there's a ton on his shoulders. If he's good, Arizona State's going to be able to win some games because I like the receivers that they put together. I like the production that they bring back defensive line and linebacker-wise, and so I think defensively they'll be just fine. And then I look at it like they're going to have opportunity. Now, The tough thing for them is they're going on the road for this opportunity, but they see Texas Tech, they see BYU, they see Arizona, obviously at the end of the season. That's a big one. That would be why, like, the mix of me thinking that they'll be a solid team and you never know which game they can pop off on, and then the opportunity to get after some of these favorites and just see them on their schedule.
They also have A&M.
They do, week 2.
Yeah.
At A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Aggies were like a 14.5-point favorite when I looked at that game. Or it was late last week, maybe. So that would be my pick, but I think you have a handful of good options here to be the spoiler.
Yeah, and I think if I had to pick one out of that group, it would definitely be Arizona State, just because they have a track record of doing it. You mentioned you are impressed and want to see how their wide receiving core is, but I wonder how good they can be without Jordan Tyson there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that was.
Well, and
why do you think Texas Tech lost to Arizona State last year?
Well, and you're also looking like, hey, who's competing as the best running back room in the country with Texas Tech? Probably Texas.
Yes.
Who's over in Texas's running back room? Raleek Brown.
Yep.
Who was an all Big 12 first team. Should have been a second teamer. Whatever, I'm over it. But still, like that, it's not just Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson that they lost on offense.
Yeah.
Like they lost the entire Big 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be tough, and that's going to put even more pressure on a young quarterback who's trying to take a drastic step forward. And maybe he does. I don't know. I just think a lot of that. I don't think that they're going to have a defense that just constantly lets them down, but will the offense. And I'm not saying that to the point like the defense is going to be so good that they are going to be like in the same camp that I think Texas Tech, I think BYU, and probably Utah are going to have defenses that you could have some fairly ugly offensive performances and they'll consistently keep them in games. I don't think Arizona State's to that level, but I think that they're going to be a top half unit. So can the offense be that? That's my question for Arizona State.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. There's a lot of turnover there, and that's the thing that scares me. I mean,
And the Sun Devil mascot.
I like Sparky.
Did you hear Chris Level's story on that?
No.
Level, what was the basketball? It was, I guess it was during the Arizona State game. Oof, don't want to remember that basketball game.
No.
They were in whatever the media hotel they were staying in, and the elevator doors open, and Sparky is coming out of the elevator, and it made him jump to the point where it was a pregame broadcast story with him and Hacks, and I texted him immediately. I was just cracking up at it. It's just like, he's got unsettling eyes.
I like Sparky. I have no problem with Sparky. Sparky and I have taken a picture together before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went on to win a Big 12 title after that, too. So I did not take a picture with Sparky this year, just to let you know. Or last year.
Ask the Benchwarmers coming up next.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Time for Ask the Benchwarmers. Get your questions in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Clint, Collier, and Lucas. We will start with this question. Jordan Tyson wasn't the reason Texas Tech lost last year. Have you watched the game? I mean, I think there were multiple reasons why you lost that game.
There were multiple reasons, but
Jordan Tyson was one of the biggest ones, at least if you're looking at what their offense did.
Yeah.
Do you know there were 2 receivers that finished with over 100 yards against Texas Tech's defense last year? Do you remember who the 2 receivers were?
No.
One was Jordan Tyson. To be fair, the other was an Arizona State receiver too. It was, what was his name? Jaron Hamilton.
Okay.
He was the one that had that long one where beat single coverage. But I think Sam Levitt is obviously a huge reason why you lose that game. I think Raleek Brown late is a reason you lose that game. And then your own offensive inefficiency is a reason that you lose that game. And so they all play equal parts. But, I mean, Jordan Tyson, one, he's got a touchdown grab against you, but his biggest catch comes on 4th down that goes for like 30 yards on 4th and 2. 10 grabs against you. I mean, he was the only receiver to do what he did against your defense. And that includes seeing a pretty dang good Oregon offense.
You get no argument from me. I'm the one that said it, so.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not saying that you can confirm that he was the biggest reason,
No.
but I think in a mix, I think he gets an equal share, which was very frustrating to see.
I would just say that playing Jordan Tyson was frustrating. How about that?
Yeah, I would like to not do that.
Yeah.
Again.
And you don't have to do that this year.
Bullfighter said, Benchwarmers, if you were in a fighting game, what would you want to be in? Super Smash Bros., Mortal Kombat, Tekken, or other? I noticed we didn't throw in Street Fighter.
I don't think I want to be in Mortal Kombat.
No, I don't
I'd
wanna
probably be
die.
last, yeah. Yeah, there's no... I never played Super Smash Bros. That might tell you how old I am. That was
fan.
after my time.
Well, that was...
No, it was after my time.
When did you start playing video games?
Yeah. In the 80s?
Wasn't the original Super Smash Bros. Like mid-90s, Lucas? Because it's N64, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't afford the Nintendo 64. I was a Sega Genesis guy, and I think I
Nothing
pretty
wrong with
much
that.
was done. It was kind of like that time period where I stopped watching wrestling from like the early 90s until, I don't know, when I went through college. I wasn't playing as many video games unless they were sports video games.
Yeah.
So, yes, I missed Super Smash Bros. Completely.
What about, can I be in computer chess? So I don't get punched in the face at any of the...
Yeah, right. Just some computer pinball, the old school.
No, if I had to be, it would be Smash Bros.
That seems like
It's my favorite one.
I would go with Smash Bros. As well.
you had a lot of options there, right?
What was your go-to character?
Fox or Yoshi.
Oh, nice.
Those are my top two.
I was a Donkey Kong guy. Like slapping the floor. And then picking him up and...
I liked
Or-
Fox with the gun. Yeah. Kind of a unfair advantage.
Coaching and officials were just as big as Jordan Tyson. Now, I will agree that some of that might be the case, but
Yeah, again, I don't think that there's...
we'll let blaming officials let Choice do that bit.
I don't think in that game you can just narrow it down to... And this is the way almost in every single loss that any football team has ever had. There's not like, that's definitively the biggest reason. But I agree that Tyson was right there with all of the reasons of being one that you lost, because he beat you on some key plays.
And he was fake injured, or was he injured?
Yeah,
Whatever, he was-
That was even more frustrating.
Yeah.
Is Darren Peterson out there in football? If DC had a finisher, it'd be throwing dots at people. Lucas would be throwing trading cards.
You know what's funny about the whole dots thing is we had a draft back then, and I picked dots as my last pick, which is a really good value pick, and I still beat Lucas and Haxton with my draft with dots on the board. I mean, so let's stop making fun of dots. Let's make fun of Lucas and Haxton for not being able to beat somebody that drafted dots.
I would have to see the lists again.
I totally annihilated them. He turned my mic off.
You gotta warn me before you do that. That threw me. I was like, all right, we're off air. See ya. All right, I'm out of here.
I did like your finishing move of throwing trading cards. I think Chuck would have two. He would be throwing business cards, and then the handshake that would just be the hand-crushing handshake, right?
He would have a blue shirt that he'd put on that would just be distracting. They'd make him faint.
Well, that's it. Whenever he connected on 3 or 4 hits, his shirt would go from a white dress shirt to a blue one, and it was supercharge him. And then you knew that he had the power to do his finishing moves.
He'd put a normal base on the ground to watch his opponent trip over because it wasn't flat. Maybe lightning would be coming down, and he'd be the only one that could dodge it. That's funny. Rob would
The
just
arena would be a swimming pool.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy, let's slow down here with the rest of the Chuck.
Rob would just compliment their quads and they'd feel uncomfortable. Resident Aggie said, "I think you drafted Dots second."
I don't remember. I still dominated. I just know I won that draft. I won most of the drafts, I think. You know, the funny thing too is I probably the only time I've eaten Dots since then is probably a Halloween every once in a while, or when Choice would throw the leftover ones from the break room at me during commercial breaks.
Yeah, where did the why were there Dots circulating in the building because of that draft? It's been a while, but it felt like
that draft was the old building, but
oh really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's way further.
Speaking of drafts, did you ever select an 82-0 team?
I only did it that one day.
So you haven't played that game?
I haven't played since. No, that's only an on-air thing. I'll see if I can get one in the next minute here. Have you gotten an 82-0 team?
I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I've enjoyed other people being like, "Come on, how can this roster not be 82-0?" That's the voice I hear in my head. Was that Mikey Mouse?
Mikey Mouse?
Wasn't quite Mickey.
No, it wasn't.
I love that a lot of season predictions has a lot of people beating Tech. You know, we had a question on the morning drive, and we had a similar one on Tech Talk about, like, why do people keep on picking Houston and Oklahoma State to beat Texas Tech? I have not seen a single national prediction. I know they're out there. Maybe I just haven't looked for them. I have not seen a single, like, national prediction for Texas Tech. Like an official game-by-game win-loss record. Like, I know that these questions are coming from something, but I just have not seen that myself. So I don't know, like, what the average, like, loss pick is, if, you know, for those maybe taken on Texas Tech season. Have you?
No, but I haven't. It's too early for me still, Clint. I know you guys are doing a lot of Red Raider recons and all that stuff and locking into stuff like
this week.
You should do one right after the show is done.
I should. We have some confusion because I agree with this texter. Dots are elite. The Buffalo ones are the best. Not the pretzels. Not the delicious.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about.
Not the
we're
delicious
talking just
pretzel
balls
snack.
of sugar.
Yeah.
Gelatin balls of sugar. Gelatin balls of sugar.
They're not really balls. They're more like a button because they have a flat part.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
This is not going to be an 82-0 team, by the way.
Tomato, potato.
It has Antoine Jameson on it.
Oof. All right. Good luck. That'll do it for us today. The bottom line will take over next year, 100.7 The Score. Thank you for joining us.
76-6.
Actually, well, in here, Resident Aggie said, I've used dots to plug jokes in water pipes. Maybe that meant holes.
Maybe.
Plug jokes. More joke plugging with the bottom line on the other side.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.